All right, shalom to the elect of Israel. All right, which consists of the 1/3, which consists of men, women, and children, and 144,000, which are the elect man that is out here laboring and doing this work. All right. Also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to your hopeful elect that is out there pushing and laboring in this truth with wholehearted sincerity. All right. The title of this lesson is "They are not all Israel which say they are Israel." All right. They are not all Israel which say they are Israel. All right. These times that we are in, all right, there's a lot of, false prophets out there. All right, a lot of different camps out there that is pushing out the wrong doctrine. All right, that is not doing what the things that the man of the Lord should be doing, man. All right, and I watched this video of of a guy from this camp, and he was basically speaking about messing with another man's wife, man, right? And he's one of the leaders in that camp, and he's speaking of adultery, man. All right, and that shit was through, man. All right, these are the leaders that is out there in these other camps that's pushing out, that wicked doctrine, that's pushing out that wicked vibration, man. That shit was wicked, man. All right. But you got to beware of these false prophets out there. All right, and just because they know they're Israel don't mean that they are Israel, man. All right, because you got all these different things. You got these IUIC, which is through, ISUPK, that's through, man. All these different camps, man. All right, the only camp that has the truth and 100% doctrine is Great Millstone. All right, that's where you gonna find the 100% truth, man. That's being taught to you with whole heart sincerity, man. All right. All right. I'm gonna start off right here with Titus. Titus, the first chapter, starting at verse 10, and it reads. Starting at verse 10, it reads, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake," man. All right, and it says what? It says especially they of the circumcision, man. Especially them that know that they're Israel, man. All right, yeah, they're pushing wrong doctrine, teaching nonsense, man. All right, all after for the money. They got the different 501(c)(3)s, 3Cs, I believe that's what it's called, right? They pushing out, false doctrines, man. They're deceiving the sheep, man. They're leading the sheep to a slaughter, man. All right. Not only do you have the Christian churches, the Christian pastors that's leading the sheep a slaughter, but you also have different Israel camps that is doing the same thing, man. That's teaching nonsense, man. All right, you have to beware of these things, man. And the scripture tells us of these things. I'm gonna pull out Matthew. Matthew, the 7th chapter. Matthew, the 7th chapter, starting at verse 15, and it reads, "Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." All right. All right, you can have these guys coming at you, thinking that they gonna prophesy the truth to you, but the whole time they're prophesying lies and deceits, man. All right, and you see that with these other camps. You see that with the Christian churches. All right, you got the pastor dressed up with a 3-piece suit on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning, prophesying lies into the congregation. Or you have these different camps dressed up like IUIC, got their little purple and gold dressed up, looking all, royal, trying to look that royal look, and they're prophesying lies and deceits, man. All right. They're false prophets, man, and you have to be aware of this, man. All right, because on the outside appearance, they're giving off that they're trying to be sincere, but inwardly they're demons, man. Inwardly they're wicked, man. When they're not around the congregation, man, they're doing wickedness, man. Shit, in front of the congregation, they're doing wickedness. Like that one guy that was talking about playing with that other man, like playing with that other man's wife, man. All right, that's wickedness, man. All right, and you have to beware of these things, man. All right, just because they say that they're Israel don't mean that they are Israel. All right, and a prime example of that is you got those black only Israelites, Latino only Israelites. Man, that shit is through. All right, and then bro, I was at camp on Saturday, which was that at Christmas, that Folly Day, and was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday, and there was a guy coming up, and he was like, "You guys are always talking about, all this and that." Whole time he was talking about an interaction that he had with a different camp, man, right? And that different camp gave off, whole time, mind you, you would think that is your average, you would think that is a so-called white man, but in reality, he was an Israelite, right? But nonetheless, all right, he was talking about interaction that he had with that other camp, all right. And when he came and had an interaction with us, all right, he seen that we was not like the other camps, man. He was like, those guys, they ain't even give me no chance. Whole time he was Israelite. That other camp probably looked at him like, no, you're an Edomite. All right, you doomed. Whole time, we tried the spirit, man. Or you can't judge solely on the outward appearance, because we already know that our people are scattered among all four corners and among all nations, man. All right, but that just goes to show you that even though they are they're so like that goes to show you that they are not Israel, which say they are Israel, man. All that say they are Israel, not Israel. All right, that just shows you that, man. All right, because when it was talking to that guy, it was telling him lies and deceits, man. All right. So let's get to this. This is Acts, the 20th chapter, starting at verse 29, and it reads. Oh, hold on. Salakia, give me 1 second. It's the wrong chapter. Salakia. Yeah, it is Acts the 20th. Salakia, Jake was in the wrong chapter. This is the book of Acts, the 20th chapter, verse 29, and it reads, "For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock. Also of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them," man. And that's what these other camps is doing. These false prophets, that's what these Christian churches are doing, man. They're trying to lead the sheep astray, man. They're trying to lead the flock astray. They're trying to lead you down to a path of death and destruction, man. All right? All these false camps, IUIC, ISUPK, Sakari, HOY, that the FOPE, all these other camps is leading the flock astray, man. And if you watch them and see their conduct, you will see that, man. You will see that, man. The only place you're going to find 100% truth in is Great Millstone. That is the only place, man. That is the only place. Look at all of these other camps' conduct, man. And see, is that the conduct of the man of the Lord? Is that what a true man of the Lord would be doing? Is a doctrinaire teacher on point? All right? But that's what a lot of these other camps are doing, man. Just because they know that they're Israel don't mean that they are Israel, man. There's a lot of wicked Israelites out there. Two-thirds of Israel is going to die, man. According to Zechariah 13:8, man, 2/3 of Israel is going to die, man. But that's the point right there. I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Title again is they are not all Israel, which say they are Israel. All right, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kwakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well, and salutation to your elect that is out there pushing and laboring in this truth with wholehearted sincerity. And until next time, Shalom and Abba.